Since the United States has issued sanctions against Sudan, this country has forged strong friendships with other nations to achieve its goals. One of those partnerships resulted in the creation of this refinery about 70 kilometers north of Khartoum.
This company started in 1997. They signed the contract, and the refinery came into operation as from 16 May 2000.
This is the Sudan Khartoum Refinery Company, also known as KRC. The company is 50% owned by the Sudanese government and 50% owned by the China National Petroleum Company.
We are the only big refinery.
Right now, this refinery has the ability to produce about 100,000 barrels of oil per day, but expansion plans are in the works that may change that number considerably. This refinery not only has state-of-the-art equipment, it's contributed to the development of the country as a major exporter and created a large number of employment opportunities for both Chinese and Sudanese workers. Not all accomplishments are as recent as the refinery, though. There are other hidden treasures here in Sudan as well. This could easily be one of the most popular tourist attractions in the world, but sadly, very few people are aware of its significance.
Another thing that surprises people is the fact that for many countries, Sudan is a tourist destination. These Nubian pyramids are the oldest in the world.
Many people are surprised to learn that Sudan actually has more pyramids than Egypt. These are from an area known as Meroe, where as many as 40 generations of Nubian royalty are believed to have been buried. Although these pyramids are not being protected from the elements, you can still see the intricate drawings and hieroglyphics that are carved both inside and out. While this video looks very similar to the ceremonies we see in the United States, these celebrations are conducted on a much grander scale. These events can often turn into week-long affairs that complete with feasting and dancing, and the bride's parents are responsible for feeding anyone and everyone who attends. Although we were there for a few weeks, the one thing we never really did understand were the rules of the road. Check this out. These drivers seem to have some telepathic communication that keeps them from crashing into each other. But from what we could see, we have no idea how it worked. There's a huge building boom underway in Sudan that's changing the face of this country by the minute. In Khartoum, there's construction just about everywhere you look.
Sudan is among the 10 fastest growing economies in the world. Despite the war, despite the isolation, despite denying us development and even spare parts for our railway engines. So we've been doing that despite all the difficulties. This should tell you that you are dealing with determined people and people who have ideas.
Sudan also manufactures its own cars. This is a Jihad, a car created by the Hyundai company that is assembled here at this plant outside of Khartoum. And here's another thing you probably didn't expect to see here, a world-class golf course. It's under construction right outside of Khartoum. These are plans they have for a future development project. This is a site where they've chosen to build it. This country has also found a way to bridge the gaps between different religions. Father Makandidi, a Christian, says he grew up in a community filled with Muslims.
Even my personal conviction is that we really don't have problems, religious problems. This is my personal conviction. We existed always side by side. To my opinion, it seems it was really politicized.
Since Christians are definitely in the minority here, we talked to some to find out if they've been discriminated against or harassed in any way.
There is no difference between Christian and Muslim in our country. And we love, all of us live in loveness.
And myself, I'm a Christian. We live in one family, we live in one house. Our kids, some of them are Muslim, some of them are Christians, in the same family. We don't have that sensitivity.
And David should know. He's a Christian. His brother is a Muslim. We even witnessed a Christmas pageant while we were here. Who would have imagined that? There is one thing that makes a huge impact on everyone who visits this country. It's the warmth and hospitality of all the people who live here.
The Sudanese are outgoing people. They are very positive and always look for the good side of things.
The majority of that country is full of generous, loving, kind, and peaceful people, so we should give them attention as well.